Man, I forgot tonight is Friday night, man. Dog, boy. Boy, this week is gone by. This month is gone by. Damn. Where'd this week go? You know? And just a month ago, man, I was getting put out on this very same day. I was getting put out of my apartment. Matter of fact, I was out around this time. Um, Damn, time flies. You know? Don't seem like it. And see, this is why I have a problem with the people that keep telling me go get a job. Like, I don't have a right to hold on to a dream. I don't have a right to hold on to a vision. See, when you want something for nothing, when you're trying to take the easy way out, you ain't gonna make no sacrifices, man. You ain't gonna make no sacrifices. You ain't gonna give up nothing. And it's just a win situation for you. And, and this is what's, some of the things that's got us bickering and fighting among each other. Because we got so many selfish people among us that are exploiting us. And not only are they exploiting us, then they'll turn around and condemn us when we need some help. When we run into some adversity. The same people that, we're making rich turn around and tell us to pull ourselves up by our bootstraps. But we making them rich. And they keep us fighting each other. So we don't pay attention to them. And they having a field day, boy. Just watching us tear each other apart. You think they ain't making no money off all of this violence? You think they ain't making no money, through insurance, through claims? You think somebody ain't making no money through all of this? Come on, man. It's some people getting paid. It's some people getting paid. And on top of that, the criminal justice system is feeding itself. See, we're going to have to come to the realization that somebody say their dream is to get a good paying job. Why don't you create a good paying job? Instead of trying to wait on one, why don't you create one? Why don't you create one for yourself? Why don't you pay yourself well? That's a job you can work. Why not work for yourself? Oh, I forgot, you need some benefits. I forgot. You need some benefits. So working for yourself might not work for you. That might not work for you, man. No. No. See that's what that's one of them sacrifices you going to make when you work for yourself, man. You're gonna have to learn how to take care of yourself. Your whole lifestyle is gonna change when you work for yourself because you ain't got this kind of stuff to fall back on. Okay? And again, and working for somebody else ain't no guarantee because at any moment, any time, you can get fired. Then what you gonna do? Let me see. It's time to get rid of you. Time to get rid of you right now. Let's get this one out of here. See you later. That's a troll. That's a troll. Ask me how I know it's a troll. See, because I said when I started hiring my tour guides, I'm gonna pay them $25 an hour. That's what I'm gonna pay my tour guides. So now they gonna come in the back door, talking about they looking for a job. You've been live streaming and protesting. Doesn't pay well, but it's fulfilling your dream. What's your dream, Lori? What's your dream? What's your dream? You don't know what your dream is? And don't be surprised because most folk don't. And how you gonna do that? How you gonna do that? See, this is when Twitter needs a talk button, like Periscope, so you can actually converse with people. You know that's the only thing missing off this app is that talk button, like was on Periscope, so you can actually talk to some people, and you'll get more interaction and more. Well, see, first of all, you got to understand. See, that's an institution. You're fighting politicians and you're wasting your time because that whole environment that's an institution. It's embedded, deeply embedded into the fabric, and ain't nothing you gonna do to be able to get it out. So the best thing you can do is start looking at the quality of people. But still, you gotta still deal with the quality of people. That I saw a commercial where this guy had a thing, NBA versus NFL, and he ran down this whole laundry list of crimes and bankruptcies and warrants and all of this stuff. And he said, now, which one would you think it is, the NBA or the NFL? And he paused for a minute. And he said, neither. It's your members of Congress. I mean, look at some of the stuff that the institution allows them to get away with. And that, my dear, is not easy to fight, the institution. Because you got to have some bucks to get up in there to fight that, to change it, to change people's mindset. Just because it's the right thing to do, okay, it's not gonna work. That's not working because people don't have any respect for the right thing to do. They don't have any respect for right now. The only respect they have is for wrong. And you know, we got to be real about that. We can't you know, just you just can't take that for granted. You got to be real about it. So yeah, don't. And see, here's another thing. Here's another thing that throws people off. You can't miss what you never had. Let me say that again. You can't miss what you never had. And when somebody throw up in your face, that's why I don't support you anyway. You can't miss that because you ain't never had it. You don't know what they support is like. So they're throwing an empty promise up into you. So don't worry about if and see, and this is where a lot of people, I guess, fall short or afraid to cross this line, and that's just to be themselves, regardless of what people think and what they say. Most folks struggle with just being themselves. They got to be something else. You know, they got to be someone else. It's amazing. I mean, you look at a lot of these Instagram models. You know, fake eyelids, fake eyes, fake hair, fake breasts, fake butt. You know, fake nails, and looking for a real man. Everything about you fake, but you want something real. And you think a real man is gonna fall for that. No, a real man is not gonna fall for that. And we got too many people out here right now that are pretending to be something that they're not. And how do you know, true conductor, when you run across a pretender? A pretender is famous for dropping names. Anytime you around a person and they dropping a whole bunch of names, that's a pretender, man. That's a pretender. They trying to be impressive. They trying to make you think they more than what they really are. And that's one of their traits. And you got to know that, man. And if you think I'm lying, go back and look at some of the pretenders that you know personally and see, didn't they appear that make it seem like everybody knew them. You know, they were the go-to person. They had all the answers. They had the connection. You need to hook up, come to them. They got to hook up for you. I don't care what you need. They got to hook up for you. And saying you got people just like that, man. No matter what you need, man, they got to hook up for you. You see? And so, you know, but 9 times out of 10, when you find a person that's dropping so many names, man, they on the way up. They on the way up. They trying to get up. They ain't trying to get there. Because when they get there, they ain't gonna tell you who they know. Think about it. Think about it for 1 minute. When you have arrived, you ain't got a reason to tell nobody who you know. You done arrived. You know, all your needs are met. So you ain't got nothing to prove to nobody. So you ain't out there telling folk, you know, oh, I know so and so and so. We went out, son, because you already done arrived. But it's only those that are trying to get there that present that image like, you know, they got it going on. Because that's what they want you to believe. And a lot of us are falling for that. You know, that's a good example of what happened right up there in New York with that Congressman Santos. See, he gave them an image of what they wanted. Wasn't true. That's what they wanted. And sometimes we got to look at what we want, man. Sometimes you got these guys running around here trying to, get these gals that got these big old butts, and they can't even balance a checkbook. But she got a big butt and a pretty face, and you content. And all she want to do is walk in somewhere and just put her bags down in a ready-made situation. That's what she looking for, a ready-made situation that she can just come in and put her bags down, and set up shop. And so many people are falling for that. So many people are experiencing that. And the truth of the matter is, man, a lot of people getting hurt like that. A lot of people are being used like that. See, we coming into an era now where people gonna be using all kind of games and schemes and gimmicks just to survive. Man, they have you thinking they love you to the moon and back just to get what they want. That's how treacherous people are right now. You know, they'll have you thinking, they're all in. They really care. And man, them jokers just trying to get from one day to the next. That's all it is for them, survival. And if making you think that they care more than they really do, they could care less. They could care, because the only thing you catch people like that, man, the only thing they're concerned about is the moment. That's the only thing they're concerned about. It's right here, right now. And whoever they got to use, whoever they got to deceive, whoever they got to mislead, they don't have a problem with it. Because to them, man, I got mouths to feed. I got to feed my family. And isn't that a sad testimony that you got guys out here deliberately destroying lives because they got mouths to feed? So they rather bring all these dangerous drugs into the community, and create all of these problems. See, we're quick to talk about black folk are not the ones bringing dope into the country, but we're the ones bringing it into the community. We're the mules doing that. We can't blame that white man for that. Because if we wasn't bringing it into the community, what you think he gonna be able to do with it? Nothing. He's stuck with it. See, and this is, but when you start talking stuff like this, you crazy. See, when you start speaking on things like this, oh, that's old school, pops. That's what they tell me, man. That's old school. Well, maybe we need to get back to some old school if we're gonna turn this madness around. What's going on? Wow. Another troll, y'all. I got another troll just came up in here. See, they done got hip to me watching the names now. So yeah, proud soul, huh? Wonder how proud you are. Wonder how proud you are. See what you up to. Oh, really? Okay. You probably one of them think I should go get a job too, huh? You think I should go get a job too, right? That's your mindset, isn't it? Go get a job, troop conductor. Come on, man, say something before I block you. Oh, okay. You see. I like people like you, cause eventually the truth gonna come out. You're gonna slip and say something that's gonna really reveal who you are. So I can play along with the game. Oh, you're a Korean fan? Oh, really? Oh, okay. I saw her the other day, as a matter of fact. I saw her down by the White House. She got a stalker. Matter of fact, the girl, the day that Black Lives Matter was down there, she said, "Fuck you, Corrine." And I said something. She said, "Fuck you too, troop conductor." I mean, come on, man. Uh, you know that to me, I'm like, okay. But anyway, let me get back to man. Some of y'all need to take a gamble on yourselves. Some of y'all, it's amazing that there are so many people that have money and they are afraid to take a gamble on one of their ideas. They'd rather just try to make money off other people and their ideas instead of trying to get one of their own ideas off the ground. And they got money. And they're afraid, man, to step out there, that rejection. And that's the biggest one of the biggest fears that you're gonna have to face when you're looking to be independent is rejection. That's gonna be your biggest fear, man. What if people don't like my idea? And see, and here's the thing. Because when the idea come to you, it's gonna show you how much money you can make. It's gonna show you how good it is. It's gonna show you how rich it can make you. And then when you start hitting the adversity in that idea, see what you saw in your mind and what you're experiencing in reality are two totally different things. You see, and the average person will get discouraged and just give up and quit because it's not panning out the way they see it in their mind. But then you got to realize if everything worked out the way you saw it in your mind, you wouldn't need God. Let me say that again. See, if everything worked out the way you saw it in your mind, you wouldn't need God. Because you would know how everything is going to work out. So you would have no need for God whatsoever. None whatsoever. Because you know how everything going to work out. And that's what, that's one of the things that make people afraid. They keep people in bondage. That fear of, man, this just might not be. And see, and here's the crazy part. Every time you get turned away by fear from an idea, man, you miss learning something. Every time you turn away, you let fear turn you away from an idea, you have missed learning something. Every time, every trip of the train, if you let fear turn you around, man, you're going to miss learning something. You're going to miss a connection because you let fear talk you out of it. And that person that you was supposed to meet, man, you wasn't even there. Your paths wouldn't even cross. See, sometimes you have to go through some things in order for your paths to cross. Just think about as you go through your average day. If certain situations didn't happen in your lifestyle, you wouldn't, during the course of a day, man, you wouldn't have ran across half of the people that you done met. See, something has to happen. And y'all cross paths and you start talking, and bam, here, this is what I've been looking for. And this is what, see, again, and it might not be the way you think it happened. See, that's why when you get on this journey, man, you have to be real keen on listening to your intuition. When a hunch fall into your mind, man, you don't even question it. You just follow it. You just do it. You can be driving somewhere and say, you know what? Let me stop by this store. And let me go over here. And then you go in there and you say, you know what? I'm going to buy me a lottery ticket while I'm in here. And bam. And then it was just an accident that you just followed your intuition. And look where it led you. And this is what I be trying to tell people. This is why it's important to walk in your integrity. This is why it's important to walk in your honesty. You see, because you are planting seeds. And you do want to reap good seeds. You're not trying to reap something bad. You're not trying to, straddle the fence. You got your feet either in one side or the other. And it's just as simple. And like I told you, when you get back to, well, true conductor, how do you get, man, say what you mean and mean what you say. That's what you got to do. Say what you mean and mean what you say. What's going on? You out of time out? Okay. All right. Okay. So that's what you do, man. And this is how you're gonna develop yourself. This is how you're gonna learn how to withstand adversity when it comes to it. The biggest issue with adversity is most people panic, and when it comes upon them, they panic. And that's the first thing to do. They panic. And that's not what you need to do. That's when you have to start focusing in. Okay, what are my options? What are my options here? What do I? And you always got options. I don't care how bad it look. I don't care how bad it seems. You always got options. Unfortunately, most folk don't want to take the time to entertain what their options are because they get caught up in their emotions. And when you got to do it like this right here, invariably it's going to be wrong. And when people trying to get you to do it just like this right here, invariably it's going to be wrong, and they know it's going to be wrong. But they trying to get you to make a decision on your emotions. And that's the last time you need to be making a decision, is when you're emotional. because you can be manipulated. And most folk don't think, man, their emotions can be manipulated, and you can. It can be manipulated. You can be had. You can be took. You see, I mean, those are reality, man. And see, you got it's so bad now. You have people that's actually um, using kindness as a. I saw this video where this woman was talking to this man on the street, and she got ready to walk away, and he grabbed her. She had a gun, she said, I told you I'll kill you, and she shot him twice. And she said, somebody call the police. Call the police. I told you I'm trying to help you, and you gonna want to take my gun? I told you I would kill you. See, that's how he got her to drop her guard. He got her because he asked for some help or some assistance, and when she went, he tried to take her gun, and she shot him twice. You know? Oh Lord. I got another troll in the house, y'all. Well, thank you. I'm glad you like my hat. That's my brand. I need a new one, but this it'll work for now. It'll do for now. I do need a new one though. Need a new hat, new suit, and some new teeth. Oh boy, I be in business. I ain't lying. I be in business, buddy. Shoot, y'all laughing. And see, man, that's another thing, man. See, embarrassment and shame is supposed to make you go into hiding. Let me say that again. Embarrassment and shame is supposed to make you go into hiding. It's to make you disappear, to discourage you, to make you not be as effective as you once were. Okay? So um, don't get caught up in what people think, what people are saying. See, that people are putting too much weight on that. They put too much weight on what they're gonna look like if it don't work. If it don't work, man, you've learned something. You've met some people that you've never had a chance to meet before in your life. Okay? No, let me get you up out of here. Get you up out of here. That's some crap getting ready to come. Now I don't know you or your cousin. I don't know you or your cousin. Okay, I don't know you or your cousin. So you going on and take you and your cousin. Y'all going on get back up out of here. Uh, I'm not interested in that. I'm not interested in that at all. Just stop being afraid, man. Stop worrying. Stop talking yourself out. A lot of y'all talk yourselves out of your own ideas because you're worrying about, I ain't got the money, Isn't it interesting? You haven't even worked the kinks out, the idea, and you worried about the money. Work the kinks out of the idea. Maybe that's why you ain't got the money. Because the kinks would make you eat up your money. And you don't get it because you want to have the money there. You want it at your disposal. And you ain't even got the kinks out. So get the kinks out first. Um, that's not true. That's not true. How you think they're getting rich? Off you. How you think they keep getting rich? Off you. All you got to do is control your money. And that's what most folk don't want to discipline is their money. They don't want to discipline their spending habits. They're unhappy, but they still want to go out at the restaurant 3-4 times a week. But they're unhappy. See, they ain't going to the grocery store and start cooking, staying home. You got to make some sacrifices, man. You know, you're gonna have to make some sacrifices, and that's what people don't want to make. It's sacrifices. Okay, and that's why we had a dilemma that we had. That's why people don't want to trust. That's why people don't want to give nobody else a chance. See, because I mean that's the number one issue right now is good people can't trust good people. Good people don't know how to trust good people. That's the number one problem right now. Good people can't trust each other. Well, but see, we the people buy into the confusion. We don't have to start it. We buy into it. All they do is create it, and we fuel it. See, because it's the I told you, man. These young kids are gonna follow money, and if they only see money being made in a negative lifestyle, what you think they're gonna come? That's what they're gonna follow. They're gonna follow that negative lifestyle, because that's where they see the money being made. Even if it means they lose their lives, they'll take that chance to make that money. Isn't that interesting? Look at all these rappers, man. They know when you sign up to be a rapper, that's a death warrant. And look how many of them sign up every day to be rappers. And they killing each other every day. Every day they killing each other. Every day. You got guys signing up because that's where they see the money at. That's what they chasing. They don't see it over in the positive arena. They don't see them making it, nobody making it being positive. That's not an example for them. So consequently, they stick with the dope boy. Drug boys back in the day, man, in the late 80s, in the early 90s, they used to laugh at us as street vendors. They literally laughed at us because we were trying to do it right. We were trying to do it right. And they would laugh. Police would come and lock us up. They stand there and be laughing. You got bail money? That's what dope boys be over there. Hey, you got bail money? Oh, boy. beautiful, man. That's a dope boy. You know? And teasing me, asking me, do I have bail money? Because I'm vended. And they done lock my butt up. You see, so those are the kind of things, man, that the system is designed to um, to discourage positivity. The system is designed that way because it's the negative energy that feeds it. So it needs that negative energy, man. It needs that negative feedback. That's how it survives. You know, because that's what works. That's what it's set up to survive that way. Okay. All right. So anyway, listen, y'all. Tomorrow is my Sabbath, so I'm gonna be getting me a lot of rest tomorrow. I'll come on. I want to read the 18th chapter of Proverbs tomorrow. Let's talk about that. Yeah, let's talk about that's an interesting chapter. Let's talk about that tomorrow. You know, um, believe in yourself, man. Even when don't nobody else believe in you. Believe in yourself. No matter how much they tease you, no matter how much they try to put you down, you believe in yourself. You keep believing in yourself. Because if you don't believe in you, who gonna? Think about that. If you don't believe in yourself, who's gonna believe in you? And so many of us are looking for validation from somebody else. Isn't it interesting? We want the people that really don't give a shit about us to turn around and validate us. I mean, isn't that interesting? You know, we want the people that really don't give a shit about us. They walking all over us. But we want their validation. We want their approval. You know, that's the one that we're trying to satisfy. That's the one, we bending over backwards for. That could care less about what you're doing, could care less about who you are, could care less about what you're doing, man. And this is the problem. And consequently, when somebody good come along, they don't trust nobody. And this is the problem now. We got good people that folk just don't trust. I mean, imagine, man. Think about it. Think about it. People have a problem with me profiting from something positive. They have a problem with that. I'm begging because I'm trying to profit from something positive to show these young kids, listen, man, this how you do it. This is the way you want to do it. This is what I'm trying to show these young kids. This is the way you want to do it. And they laughing at me. Because, look at me. I'm living at a hotel, and I'm trying to do it the right way. Ain't that something? What's wrong with that picture, man? I'm trying to do it the right way, and I'm living out of a hotel because I've been evicted. Trying to do it the right way, you know? Okay, think about that, man. What's going on, Scan? See, and this is what you got to show these kids how to endure, how to withstand, man. And that's what we're not showing them. We're not showing them, how to be warriors. We're showing them how to be cubs. We're not showing them how to be warriors. And see, and right now, man, we gonna have to have some warriors fighting for us. You see, and that's the problem, man. A lot of people, they talk the warrior game, but when it come down to fighting like a warrior, they hightail it and run. See, and that's what we need, man. We need some warriors, man. I mean, it's just that simple. Because this is good versus evil. That's what this is all about. This is good versus evil. And evil is having its way right now. Because good is scared to fight. Good is scared to stand up. Good is afraid. That's why evil is having its way right now. Because good is afraid. You know, evil has been successful in bullying good people. They've been successful. And that's the reason we got the conditions we got now. Because good people have been bullied. Who's your daughter? Who's your daughter? What's her name? I can tell you if she been blocked. Oh, she been blocked. What's her name? Oh, let me see. Oh, Wednesday. Okay. I did block her. I sure did. Yeah, she came up in here, I did block her. Let me see. Dr. Wednesday. Daughter. That's who, that's the, okay, hold on a second. Hold on a second. Tell her don't come up in here playing no games. Because she will get blocked in a minute. Okay. Yeah, tell her don't play no games because she will get blocked in a minute. Okay? Yeah, she will get blocked in a minute. Sure will come over here playing some games, you know? Because, I ain't feeling my trolls right now. And so she came up here with that troll energy. All right? All right, see you later. Have a good weekend. I'm going shortly myself. But anyway, I just want y'all, man, to stop being afraid of your ideas. Stop being afraid to embrace your ideas. You know that when you start embracing your ideas, more ideas will come to you because you interact with them. Ideas avoid people that don't interact with them. They don't go to people that don't ideas want to be discovered. Okay, ideas want to be embraced. Ideas want to be manipulated. Ideas want to be fondled. I mean seriously, man. They want touch. They want you to fondle them. They want you to handle them. They want you to embrace them. You see, that's what ideas want. You see, and when you find a good idea, you have to decide. You're the one to decide what's the sacrifice I'm willing to make to put my idea out. What sacrifice am I willing to make? What adversity am I willing to withstand to get my idea out? So you're gonna have to ask those questions of yourself, because when you come up to that situation, man, where you're gonna run into some adversity, you're gonna get your butt kicked. Let me say that again. See, a lot of people think that you know good people don't get their butt kicked. Good people get their butts kicked too. Just not as hard as the evil one. But good people get their butt kicked, but they always come out on top. Quit that evil person, when they get their butt kicked, they coming out on the bottom, buddy. But that good person, even when they go through some stuff, man, they find favor. Yeah, and this is the truth. I'm telling y'all. Listen to me. The the day I was being evicted from my apartment a month ago today. Girl came, she was really nasty. You're gonna have to get this out. Bulk trash is on their way and they're gonna throw everything away. So a guy had gave me some money to get a truck. So I got the truck parked out there, and the guy came. He came in the apartment. And he was, I said, man, where you from? He said, Egypt. I said, wow, I play your national anthem down in front of the White House. He said, for real? I said, yeah. And I just happened to have my phone. I had the history, and I just showed him. I said, see, here's your anthem. So he said, why don't you go to 7-Eleven and get you some help? Because you ain't going to be able to do this by yourself. I said, man, I just got the money to get your truck. So I ain't got no money to go get no help. You know? That dude, 5 minutes later, he came back, gave me two $50 bills. He said, here's $100, 50 for you, and 50 to get you some help to come and help you load this truck. This is what the guy that put me out gave me some money. the guy that came to put me out gave me some money. Gave me some money. And then my neighbor that lives across the street, when she saw what was going on, she said, what's going on? I said, hey, I got evicted. Her and her mother came and said, here's another $100. That's how I got started in the hotels. That's how I got started, man. That's how I got started. That's how I got started. You know, I spent 2 nights in that truck, the 17th and the 18th. I spent in that truck. And on my birthday, the 19th was my birthday. That's when I went and got a hotel. I said, go get your hotel. And I've been in one since. What's going on, Boxer? I've been in one since, man. I've been in one since. I'm serious about that. And see, and this is what I be trying to tell people, man. Even when you don't have a way out, God will make one for you. When you don't have a way out, God will make one for you. If you believe, man. If you stand on your conviction, He'll make a way for you. He'll make a way for you. Seriously. And those are the things, you know, all you gotta do is just use common sense, y'all. Just use your common sense. That's all you got to do, man. Stop being emotional. Stop letting people manipulate your emotions. And don't be afraid to make a mistake. See, that's the problem with half of y'all listening. Y'all scared to make a mistake. And that's how you learn, from your mistakes. And y'all scared to make one. And when you're scared to make a mistake, you're scared to learn. Let me say that again. See, when you're scared to make a mistake, you're afraid to learn. That's how you learn from your mistakes. You don't learn from doing it right. You learn from doing it wrong. And a lot of y'all don't even want to do it wrong so you can learn. You'd rather play it safe and sit on the sidelines. And that's not helping you. That's not developing you. That's not making you grow. You can't grow procrastinating. Let me say that again. You can't grow procrastinating. And so many people are looking for growth while they're procrastinating. They think they're supposed to grow. And they ain't gonna grow. But they think they will. Okay? Believe in yourself, man. Even when nobody else will. Believe in yourself. Believe in your vision. If you got a vision and you believe in it, come hell, high water, no water at all, hold on to it. Okay? Hold on to it. Cause and if you think I'm lying, the minute you let go, it's when somebody gonna pounce all over you. And see, that's what somebody waiting for me to just throw my towel in on these Black History tours, and they ready to pounce. Buddy, I ain't giving you that opportunity. You ain't gonna get that opportunity, not on me. No, I ain't giving you. It ain't gonna be that easy. No, sir, buddy. Okay. All right. Oh, you're very welcome. You're very welcome. But anyway, but that's what we do, man. That's what we do. Don't worry about the embarrassment, cause that's designed to make you. What's going on, Honolulu? What's happening? Uh, See, that embarrassment, man, is designed to make you feel shame. That's what embarrassment is designed to do. It's to make you feel shame, to make you go in hiding, to make you not want to speak up. That's what embarrassment will do. But see, you have to flip the script on embarrassment, man. You can't walk around, and especially if you're doing it right. You ain't got nothing to be embarrassed about. You ain't got nothing to be ashamed of. See, even when it didn't work in your way, you ain't got nothing. Okay, you have nothing to be ashamed of. You ain't got to look over your shoulder, man, when you're doing it the right way. You ain't got to worry about what's behind you. You can stay focused on what's in front of you. See, that reactive person is one that's reacting to what's behind them. Because they know they leaving a trail, man, that somebody's following. But ain't nobody gonna follow you when you're doing right. See, ain't nobody gonna follow you when you're in your integrity. They ain't gonna look for that. They looking for something wrong. And when you ain't walking in your integrity, you ain't got to worry about them. Your paths ain't gonna cross. See, and that's what people don't realize, man. Your paths only gonna cross on the decisions that you make. And if you make the wrong decision, ultimately, it's gonna come back to bite, man. It's gonna come back and bite you. Every trip of the train, it's gonna bite. It's gonna bite, man. And sometimes, that headache is worse than if you had just went on and faced it head on from the beginning. Now it's done got worse. See, it's a little out of control now. And that's what people wait and see until stuff get out of control. And then they want somebody to run to their aid when stuff is out of control. And that's when it's too late, man, when it's out of control. Why don't you say something in the beginning? Give people an option. And see, and let me say this. Because you got people that, man, they look for whatever angle they can find, whatever little bit they can get. That's what they're trying to. That any angle to their advantage, man, that's what they want. That's what they after. They ain't trying to, let somebody else win. They want what they got. Okay. And that's not always the way to go. That's not always the way to be. I tell people, no matter what you're going through, no matter what you're experiencing, man, always share with people. Don't be afraid to share. Don't be afraid to give. Because you can't get nothing with your hand like this. Only when you got your hand open, man, you giving and you sharing, can you receive. You can't receive like this. Because every time you get ready, you got to open up your hand. You see, and if you open it up and you're closing, just like this, eventually, man, it's going to dry up. That's going to dry up because it's just a win situation. When you got your hand like this, it's a win-win. See, this is a win-win situation. When it's like this, it's just a win situation. And we got to get back to win-win, man, where everybody's taken care of, where everybody get a little piece of the action, not just a select few. You know, that's you know, that's the way it is. That's what greed will do. Only a select few can benefit. Only a select few can profit. And they keep the rest of us fighting each other while they make the money. We still fighting each other. And we don't even see it. You know, and they let us fight each other. They stoke it. Just so we won't pay attention to the high prices. You know how many people, that hate each other and agree with my sign, but won't tell the person they hate, you know, man, that's the sign you need to see. They'd rather let the answer down the vine, man, than to share it. And this is what, and that's why I get out every day. So don't down the vine. Somebody see it. Every day, somebody see it. When I can get out, when the weather permits, every day, I'm out there when the weather permits. So on down the vine. You know, and that's, you know, to my detriment, if you want to say. You know, but that's how I try to deal with it. So like today, man, I wasn't gonna go to the White House today, and as soon as I start heading down there, they said, "Oh, I love your sign. I like this sign." I said, "Can I take a picture with you?" I said, "Absolutely, absolutely. Share it. All I ask you to do is share it." You know, and she said, "Wait a minute, oh." She said, "Don't go nowhere, because I want to give you something for the cause." And she gave me $20. I said, "You the first person to give me some money. May there be many more after you." First person I got down into the White House gave me $20. You know, and you know, I gave all my change and stuff away. So that's why I give, man. That's why I keep giving. That's why I can't, cause I keep receiving. People keep giving to me, man, what I need. I ain't gotta worry about it. Example, like this hotel. I didn't know how I was gonna pay for this thing, man. God opened up a way. God opened up a way. I'm still here. To some of them disappointment, I'm still here. I'm still up in here. Like, yeah, what? You still in the hotel? Yeah, I'm still in the hotel, man. Oh, you could have got an apartment by then. And then I still be 2 months later be evicted again. Cause ain't nobody booking no tours. So why go get an apartment when I'm still going to end up in the same situation? Cause ain't nobody booking no tours. Now if they was booking the tours, that's a horse of another color. See, I wouldn't have no problem, wouldn't have no issue. My wife wouldn't even be mad. I say, "Hey, honey, look, man, they booking tours. Here's a little piece of money." And she wouldn't be upset, you know. So, but those are, and let me say this sincerely. I'm saying this sincerely. And the reason that don't bother me is because I know God has given me the ability. to be able to change my wife's mind. See, a man can change a woman's mind, but that woman, she ain't gonna change that man. That man got his mind made up. She ain't changing it. I don't care what she do. She can be, I don't care how good she is. I don't care how good her bed game is. I don't care how good she cook. If that dude got his mind made up, she ain't changing it. But God has given man the ability to be able to change a woman's mind. Okay? So, anyway, y'all, let me get ready here and call it a night. Thank you for joining. Thank you for little over an hour. That ain't bad. Little over an hour. That's not bad. That's a good quickie. Yeah, that's a good quickie. But stop counting yourself out. Let me say that again. Stop counting yourself out. An idea is nothing but a door. There are a whole lot of ideas. All right. There are a whole lot of ideas behind that door. And see, and what most folk are afraid to walk through the door. And there are a whole host of ideas behind this door. And see, once you start getting used to ideas coming to you, man, you can get all kinds of ideas. You get all kinds of ideas once they start coming to you. And what's the one thing people are afraid to express? Their ideas. That's the one thing they're afraid to express, their ideas. Okay? You see, whoa, boy, I bet you that, boy, I bet you, man, now see, that, I bet you that's a story, boy. You walk through the door and end up living in Hawaii. Good God Almighty. That's mind-blowing right there. That right there is mind-blowing. Because I'm sure in your wildest imagination, you never thought that you would end up in Hawaii. I'm sure in your wildest imagination, you never thought the one place you would end up would be in Hawaii. Okay? All right? I'm sure that. I'm sure that. And this is what I'm trying to tell y'all, man. You know, when God starts causing you, He'll give you ideas, man, that will cause you to go places and experience things that under normal circumstances you wouldn't get a chance to do. You wouldn't get a chance to do it. You see, but a lot of y'all don't believe, man. A lot of y'all ain't got the faith. A lot of y'all don't even have the confessions. A lot of y'all scared to say, man, you know, I have more money than I'll ever need. I walk in divine health and divine wealth. A lot of y'all scared to even say that, man. Because you don't believe it. But if you start saying it enough, you will believe it. And the Bible say, you know, by the increase of a man's lips, his belly shall be filled. You know, well, how do you increase? That's your words, man. That's what you're saying about yourself. You know, can you imagine? You say, man, I'm the richest man in the world. And that becomes a manifestation. Can you imagine? You know, you say, man, I have more money than I'll ever need. And something caused you to have more money than you'll ever need. Can you imagine? And when you start seeing what you say, then you'll be careful. See, you won't go out be forecasting no doom and gloom. Because you start seeing what you're saying. And that's what the problem is. As far as a lot of Christians are concerned, man, they ain't saying what they saying, cause half of them straddle the fence. That's why they ain't seeing what they saying, cause they live in one way and trying to fool man, but they can't fool God. God no, they ain't what they doing behind closed doors. Man, you got folk. Tell you how bad it is. These Christians ain't married, go to church, and as soon as they leave out of church, first place they gonna hit is the bed. These Christians first just came out of church, and the first place you gonna land is in the bed, and you ain't married. And these Christians and believe in the Holy Ghost, born again, saved, but they got this addiction that they just can't overcome. And we need to stop fooling ourselves. Like people are perfect. People are not perfect, man. You don't know what kind of freak sit next to you. Let me say that again. You don't know what kind of freak is sitting next to you. You really don't. You could have a stone cold pervert sitting right next to you looking like goody two shoes. And you have no idea, you have no clue what they like behind closed doors. And this is the problem. So many folk are living these closet lives behind closed doors. They ain't gonna show you nothing like this. They ain't gonna show you no adversity that they're going through. You're not gonna experience that with them. They'll tell you about it when they get out, but they ain't gonna let you see what it's like. They ain't gonna let you see their bad days. And see, this is what people don't understand, man. Those are the people, the ones that are real with you, that ain't cut no corner, that ain't gonna lie, ain't gonna cheat, ain't gonna steal. That's the one you should be trying to help. That's the one you should be supporting, because that's the one you're gonna be able to trust. All these fly by night, man, you're gonna have so many coaches. Watch what I tell y'all. This positive energy gonna come around. And watch, you're gonna have so many people. You got them out here now, all of these different coaches. And all of the examples that they use is on somebody else's life. See, they don't tell you no examples on their life. They tell you the example on somebody else's life. And you fall for that. And when they do that, all they want is your money. Because they themselves have not lived what they're talking about. They're telling you what somebody else lived. And if that's what you want, you can go to that person and get that from them firsthand. You ain't got to get it secondhand from nobody else. You see? So any example that I give you, I should be able to show it to you on my life. And anything that I'm talking to you about, I should be able to show it to you. Say, this is how I did it. This is what happened to me. This is the mistake I made. And see, a lot of times we don't want to get on here and talk about the mistakes that we make. We make mistakes. We make mistakes. We make mistakes, man. And a lot of people want to act like they're perfect. And they're not. All right? Hey, man, thank you for joining me. And I'll be back tomorrow. We're going to talk about the 18th chapter of Proverbs. Don't count yourself out. Don't count yourself out. Don't count yourself out. Okay? Go all in on you. And that's what a lot of y'all are afraid to do. Man, in fact, I'm gonna show y'all my t-shirt. Told y'all I had a t-shirt idea. Show y'all my t-shirt idea. Oh snap. Uh, I gotta transfer it to this phone. I'm gonna show y'all my t-shirt idea that I have. I got an idea. Matter of fact, before I show it to y'all, I need to run it past my t-shirt man. See what he think. Go all in on yourself, man. Believe in yourself. Trust yourself. Allow yourself to make some mistakes so you can learn. That's the biggest. I would say that's the biggest problem. I would say that people have. They don't realize. Man, you learn from your mistakes, and y'all scared to make them. And that means you're scared to learn, because that's how you gonna learn. You're making a mistake, and you worried about what people gonna think, and that's how you learn. Making a mistake, and that's what you don't want to do. Is make a mistake. You know, you just don't want to. You want everything perfect, and it's not gonna be perfect, man. All right. I see y'all later. I'm out.